Hey everyone, so let's talk about managing SAP systems. You know how it is. It can feel like you're trying to conduct a massive, chaotic orchestra where every instrument has a mind of its own. Today, we're going to look at a tool that's designed to be your AI-powered conductor, one that brings a little harmony and a whole lot of automation to that chaos. Let's jump in.
It's a question that probably keeps a lot of you up at night, right? You've got this incredibly powerful, business-critical system, but there's always that little voice in the back of your head, that nagging fear. When's the next surprise going to bring everything to a grinding halt?
And that feeling, that brings us to the core problem, doesn't it? The daily, nagging headache of just trying to keep these systems healthy. It's a constant battle, a never-ending flood of alerts and potential crises that turns system management into this stressful, reactive game.
I mean, this is the reality for so many people. You're not strategically improving anything, you're just running from one fire to the next, patching things up, and just hoping another one doesn't pop up right behind you. It's absolutely exhausting, and let's be honest, it's not efficient at all.
These alarms, they're painfully familiar, aren't they? This is the daily grind. A full file system isn't just a warning email. It means transactions start to fail. A full Java heap, your applications just grind to a halt. And all that manual cleaning, tidying up logs, it's not just tedious. It's time you could be spending on projects that actually matter. Each one is a small fire, but put them all together, and you're in a constant state of emergency. It's pretty much death by 1,000 cuts for any SAP Basis team. But what if you could change all that? What if instead of just reacting, you could finally get ahead of the problems? Well, this is where GNDLF comes in. And it's not just another tool. Think of it as your dedicated AI robot, designed from the ground up to proactively manage your system. This right here, this is the core promise of GNDLF. It's not another dashboard you have to remember to check. It's an active, tireless member of your team, working around the clock to make sure the system stays stable. It never sleeps, never takes a vacation, and it's always watching out for you.
Okay, so what does this AI robot actually do? It really operates on three key principles. First, it automates all those repetitive manual tasks we just talked about. Second, it actively works to increase your system's performance. And third, it orchestrates your workloads to make sure resources are being used in the smartest way possible. The big takeaway here is moving from playing defense to playing offense.
So how does GNDLF pull all this off? Let's start with its first layer of defense, its role as a constant, vigilant watchtower over your entire SAP landscape.
This is really the foundation of its power. It's watching everything, your SAP systems, your databases, the operating system itself. But it doesn't just watch, it acts. Remember those headaches like cleaning old logs? GNDLF just handles that for you, automatically. And instead of you having to dig around for information, you get these clear, daily status reports sent right to your phone. But simple monitoring and cleaning, that's just the beginning. Now let's get to the really cool part, how GNDLF uses artificial intelligence to do something truly powerful, which is basically predict the future of your system. This is the real game changer. GNDLF's AI isn't just following some static pre-written rules. It watches your system day in and day out, and it learns its unique rhythm. What's normal for a Monday morning is different from a Friday night, right? By building this baseline of what's normal, it can spot the tiny little deviations that signal big trouble is on the way, alerting you before a catastrophe ever happens.
To make this crystal clear, let's walk through a classic nightmare scenario for any SAP admin, the out-of-memory dump on a Java node. You know the one. It crashes the system, frustrates all your users, and sends your developers on a frantic hunt for log files. So here's how the GNDLF robot handles it. Boom, it instantly detects the crash. It finds all the critical dump files, zips them up nice and neat, moves that zip file to a secure spot, and sends a link directly to the developers. Then, and this is crucial, it cleans up those massive dump files to free up disk space. The result? The business often doesn't even notice there was a problem. It's resolved that fast. Okay, so beyond preventing disasters, GNDLF also helps you understand your system's performance in a way that's actually useful. We all know performance data can be, well, pretty cryptic and overwhelming. See, the goal here isn't just to give you more data, it's to give you insight. GNDLF takes all those strange, complex numbers from your performance data and turns them into a story you can actually read, and more importantly, act on. And this is what that looks like. Instead of a spreadsheet with thousands of rows, you get clear visual charts. You can instantly see where your CPU bottlenecks are. You can use historical data to accurately project your future disk requirements. It's all about transforming raw data into strategic, useful information. So, how do you get this AI robot on your team? Well, the pricing is broken down into really straightforward tiers. It's based on the number of SAP systems you have, and it starts at just $149 per month for 3 systems. And of course, for larger needs, there's custom enterprise pricing available too. And this really brings us to the final and most important question. If all that reactive firefighting was just taken off your plate, what could you and your team actually achieve? How much more time would you have for real innovation, for strategic projects, for actually improving the business instead of just keeping the lights on? If you're ready to find out the answer to that question, here's how you can get started. You can reach out for a demo or with any other questions you might have using the contact info right here. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.